Hello guys, welcome back. So as I said, I have explained about the guidelines of the notification details and the deadlines. Now let's see about the application form and some of the guidelines or the tips where we wish to share so that you'll get a chance of getting selected. It is not the document you just fill and they will see grades or something like that. It is not like that. It seems like it's a thorough, proper selection or the proper review of the documents what we have reviewed with our friends and colleagues. So you can see that. So let's get into details now. If you didn't watch the other video, please go back and watch the guidelines and notification details video. You'll be good to understand the details. And then now preliminary application you can see here. So let me highlight some things. So this is the preliminary application form. Field of study you can write, course applied you can write, photograph you can insert, name and date of birth, age, contact number, email id, education, 10th grade, 12th grade, bachelor's degree, master's degree, MPhil or PhD. Those who have CGPA convert them into percentage according to universities and formula guidelines. If you are currently pursuing a course, then write the marks till last semester. So this is the answer for many people who are asking what to do with when they are not having final course. So you can use this one, employment record if they are working somewhere. You can mention in the this table. English language qualification and score, list of awards and medals, state the title, subjects of books, read papers. By the way, this state and this university, try to write more details. Don't just simply write some university name in one of the corner, one of the states like where people are not aware of that university or that particular address. It may be difficult for them to trace out. So try to write properly, like full details, at least the state details when you write these columns, when you fill these columns. That will be good to identify for the embassy or even the faculty. So this you can write full awards and all. Then abstracts. So here you write abstracts. You fill the abstracts which are relevant for your research. Let's say it may be for course based projects. Abstract you might have some things, and then bachelor's studies abstracts. If it is relevant or if it is say something towards your application or towards your credential, you try to write that one. And even you try to write this one, internship report abstract. If not, you summarize now. It will be very good actually. It will help you to get more weightage, or it will give you weightage for your application documents. And then masters abstracts if you are applying for PhD applicants. And then if there is any other abstracts or other research studies you have made, you have studied, you can add all the abstracts here. Then the field of study and the research plan, which you can see here. The field of study and the research plan, a name in alphabet, English name, and the nationality, Indians. Guide for if it is for other country, you can write other country citizenship. Guide for creating field of study and research plan. As this sheet is most important for selection, you can see they mention openly the university placement. Outline your field of study and specify your research theme and plan with the following items 1 to 2. If plagiarism or fraud is discovered after selection, the selection will be cancelled retroactively. Oh my god, this is difficult actually. So you need to spend really a good time. They're checking for plagiarism also. It is a very serious thing. And this sheet must be written in block letters. If possible, please write in Japanese. So try to write in English, that should be better. Japanese it may be fine if you can convert it. This sheet must be created within 2 pages. So limit of there are 2 pages limit they have mentioned. So 2 pages limit only is there. Additional materials may be attached if necessary. Both single side and dual side printing will be acceptable. So 2 pages means 4 pages in the old file. So 2 pages means front to back. They are saying possible to print both sides. So you can write 2 pages. So past field of research study, research theme and plan in Japan. Describe accurately research theme if you wish to carry out in Japan. Actually, I have recently research planned this thing. Recently, this you can give a preference according to your research plan and the expected university. I have given one-to-one interaction with some of the fellow scholars. They're even based on my writings in my master course at IIT. So it is like we have to really write a proper research proposal, a research plan without copying from your data, from your studies or from your literature survey. And that too, they are saying about plagiarism means you just can't copy paste simply to get out of the report completed. That they may detect, they clearly mentioned. And research plan should be very clear with timeline, with expected outcome if possible. And some area, some people they got support from the faculty even before this application itself, so that the professor has recommended to write particular research proposal so that you will get selected. Possibility of getting selected is higher. So like that you can even talk with professor, or you can send a professor some proposal. If they could get you some guidance to write or revise, it will be very good. So that is suggestion or recommendation from our side. And then the research theme and all you need to correlate properly. And here one more thing is that how we used to write and how the way I used to recommend or whatever. So I used to say like you better try to do the literature survey similar to PhD scholars or master's scholars. If you have some friends, try to talk to them, or if you have a doubt, you can ask to us. We can try to maybe I'll try to put some other explanation if there are more people asking. Let us know if you want to know how to write a proper research plan. We have already shared. Additionally, also we can give some more input so that you can write better. So it is the research plan you should write with your current research study, how you will interconnect that one with your aspirations. It's kind of SOP. And then how will you say that you will work 2 years or 3 years in Japan? I mean, how much impact it can create. So you should literally see that how can you find the better research problem. And we have already made a video on that, how to find a better research problem, that you can see so that you can get some novel and cutting edge research plan where it is really necessary for the both the countries and the globe if you work on that particular problem. So research plan introduction, I think this research plan title you put already, it is a title in this research field, this theme, this one title, slide description, and then you go and write this one which we call so you can write this title and then introduction, where you write introduction, and then timeline. You better put a table, it will be very good. Timeline for 2 years or 3 years, and then milestones, major milestones, and then you need to write expected outcomes. Before that, you can add methodology. So what is the methods you are using? You can refer the literature properly. They're saying plagiarism means you should write your own version. You should refer it, but you should write your own version and put the references properly, the formatting of references. That I think I'll try to explain maybe in another separate discussion if more people are needed that guidance. And then expected outcomes, feature scope. So it should have some feature scope so that if somebody can start that working, it should be useful. On this one, you can write details. At this moment, if you don't have contact, no problem. You can contact later and you can write whatever your expected thing. You can change the details. So this is a research plan document. It has to be thorough and see. This is what I am also surprised. They are checking even the plagiarism. That was literally was a challenging thing. Actually, you should write properly. I think that's why last year I recommended to write some of the people. They written something in the last minute and they submitted. They didn't get call. I think that is a problem. Even some other people they didn't get call, maybe because of the same reason. So yes, I think that's all I wanted to share. Try to put your time, put your efforts, and it is a competition of let's say last year I heard like 2000 plus applicants. They only shortlisted for interview about 50 members. Out of 50, I think 20 to 30 only they will be selecting. So you should be knowing you should be cautious of this competition, how much deep it will be, how much serious it is. So that's all for today. Wish you good luck. All the best.